While dinosaurs make up pretty much the bulk of what the Jurassic Park franchise is known for, this series includes a good variety of prehistoric animals that actually can't be classified the same. From fan-favorite toys like the Quetzalcoatlus from Kenner and the curious stuffed saber-toothed cat that's featured in the first film, Jurassic Park has always had a fun selection of extinct beasts that happen to not be dinosaurs. One such creature has become extremely well known in the franchise's recent history, even rivaling the popularity of series veterans Velociraptor and T-Rex. This is of course Masrani's Mosasaur, one of the main attractions of Jurassic World and the subject of today's video. The first appearance of a Mosasaur in the Jurassic Park franchise was actually in one of the original scripts for Jurassic Park 3. Back in June of 2001, Joe Johnston said in an interview that, quote, underwater dinosaurs were originally planned for the movie, but they went the way of the pteranodons in the first two films. Mosasaurus actually appeared in the first draft of JP3, which was based around the original idea that Steven Spielberg suggested. This consisted of Alan Grant living on the island and conducting research on the dinosaurs. Ricardo Delgado created concept art for what the production called the Mosasaurus breeding tank, which I'm going to assume would have been in some sort of laboratory complex within that film. Unfortunately, Mosasaurus wouldn't see an official release in the film series until 14 years after that third film came out. However, outside of the films, an unidentified mosasaur species made an earlier appearance in the 2010 IDW comic series titled Jurassic Park Redemption. This animal was cloned by a mysterious disfigured man in a wheelchair who was manipulating a revived version of the theme park that Tim Murphy was working on. That Mosasaurus is never identified by name, but it curiously does battle with the Giganotosaurus similarly to what would happen in one of the newer films in the series. This genetic creation also has webbed feet and possesses the ability to come out of the water and walk on land whenever it chooses. Very different from its real-life counterpart. Now, for the canon stuff. In 2015, the Mosasaurus would make its big screen debut in Colin Trevorrow's Jurassic World. The animal lived in the lagoon that was situated near Main Street. Its handlers kept it inside of a SeaWorld-esque exhibit where it would be fed great white sharks to a live audience. The movie also shows it killing Zara, a pteranodon, and the genetically engineered Indominus Rex towards the end. Now, one of the first things that popped into my mind when I started seeing this new underwater creature in the marketing was, how did they get the DNA? Surely it wasn't from a random mosquito. Thankfully, the filmmakers have a pretty good explanation. On the Masrani Global website, it states that InGen was able to create this new animal after they'd tested an iron analyzer prototype in August of 2000. It was at this moment that Dr. Henry Wu suggested DNA fragments on a recently uncovered mosasaur skeleton during the test. This species was later cloned and named Mosasaurus maximus. Now, this particular Mosasaurus makes its second appearance in the movie series with Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Here we can see a group of mercenaries invade the ruined theme park after the events of the last film. Two men in a submarine encounter the animal in its lagoon after they'd cut a piece of rib from what remains of the Indominus Rex. It kills the pair of them and a separate merc in the opening sequence, in which we can see it set loose upon the open oceans, where it later appears hunting surfers towards the end of the same film. It should be noted that this film was originally supposed to have the Mosasaurus attack a whaling vessel in a very different opening from what was eventually filmed. Hopefully we can see something like this repurposed for Jurassic World 3. Now, apart from the new Jurassic World movies, the Mosasaurus has also been featured in several video games and toys to coincide with the release of the new films. Oddly enough, its very first video game appearance would be in Jurassic Park 3, Park Builder for the Game Boy Advance, far before the creature was popularized by the second trilogy. As far as modern games go, Mosasaurus can be found in LEGO Jurassic World as well as LEGO Dimensions. It was also featured in both mobile games Jurassic Park Builder and Jurassic World the Game. Hasbro produced a small toy that was packaged alongside a submarine in 2015, and a different Chomper model was also released around this time. Trevorrow's first Jurassic film also came accompanied with the Mosasaurus in a plushie form. Finally, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom saw the release of Mattel's tiny version of the aquatic reptile in the form of the mini dino packs. New Fallen Kingdom plushies and an Imaginext toy have been recently released as well, and a massive real feel skin figure has also been put out. This is honestly one of the coolest things I've seen come out from Mattel in my personal opinion, and its popularity shows just how many fans this large underwater beast has. And that's pretty much it. That's the history of the Mosasaurus within the Jurassic Park franchise. Now, out of curiosity, I'd like to know if any of you guys were aware that this creature almost made it into Jurassic Park 3. I'm asking because not that many people seem to be aware of what that film was originally going to be. Regardless if you did or didn't, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this video in the comments down below. Now before I go, I want to thank my game wardens, as well as all of my InGen executives. I'd also like to thank all of my park workers and InGen hunters as well. David, Simon, it really means the world to me that you guys appreciate what I do so much, and I seriously am extremely thankful for everything that you guys do to support me. It honestly means the world. Now I'd like to thank you all for watching this video, and hope that you all enjoy today's content. If you feel like I deserve it, I'd appreciate the like, and hope that you'll consider subscribing if you're interested in hearing from me again. I'll see you all in the next video, guys, and as always, take it easy.